As you can see, with a bit of time and gold, we've modified the armor, adding some chain mesh to the shins and feet, very hefty metal gauntlets across the forearms, various metal plates throughout the body itself, and of course, belt pouches, per standard. Thanks to all of this, I am very silvery now. Not a bad thing, mind you, just an observation. Now let's go deposit the Dark Wind into the Arc of the Three Winds. Now, what of this portable door I've gathered? I will certainly hold on to it. It's far too valuable to give to the lizard after all. However, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But at the same time, I want to make sure I hold on to it lest I need it for whatever reason in the future. Having a doorway to the shadowy plane could maybe prove useful, but also incredibly dangerous. Regardless of what I do with it, though, I will hold on to it. Next, the Rod of Dawn. Alright, good. There is no cave-in. Just making sure. The Rod of Dawn has been very useful. You might even say it's been invaluable. However, using so many charges of the Cure Critical Wounds, it's lost its ability to cast Flame Strike and Divine Power. And I've been using Flame Strike quite a bit. It's been very helpful, honestly. So I think I need to be smarter and use more combat-oriented spells instead of just purely buffing myself and a summon. However, that means sacrificing some spells here, and I think it will be the summon I just mentioned. For the Dire Bear is very useful, do not misunderstand me. But right now it takes up a 5th level spell to summon, a 4th level spell to buff, 3 3rd level spells, and a 2nd level spell. All of those could be replaced for very nice and various buffs. And combat spells as well. Yeah, let's do it. So, remove the bear, one of the dark fires, as well as the bull's strength, endurance, and protection from elements, and a protection from alignment. Very good. We'll start high and work low. For a 5th level, what shall I bring? Well, let's think about it. What am I going to face in the Great Library? The Dead Wind was encased in the Crypt Tower. The threat of undead was obvious. The Arcanist's Tower, I expected a lot of arcane magics, and after reading the book of the City of Shadow, we learned that the High Arcanist tapped into a power source of the Shadow Weave, so various dark magics were also expected there. But the library? We've gotten nothing. No lore, no clues, information. I have no idea. It could be, for all I know, completely empty. It could be flooded with undead. Maybe Asabi. I have no clue. So I suppose I will just prepare for general threats. Now, I mentioned before that Undrentide is a very intriguing spell, lasting 1 round per level, which for me would be a 9. That would mean, well, that would be 54 seconds. Not bad, mind you. You create an aura that steals energy from your enemies. Your enemies suffer a -2 circumstance penalties to saves, attack rolls, and damage rolls once entering the aura. On casting it, I receive a +2 to those very same effects. So nearly a minute of extra accuracy, damage, and safety is not bad. Haste, of course, is a very nice one, likewise lasting for just under a minute. +4 bonus to armor class via a dodge modifier, and dodge modifiers do stack. Also allowing 1 extra action per round, whether it be an attack or a spell. And of course, better movement speed. What of spell resistance here? This lasts for 1 turn per level. Now, 1 turn is 10 rounds, or 1 minute if you will. So this would last 9 minutes for me because I am a 9th level cleric. The target creature has its spell resistance set to 12 plus 1 per caster level. If the target already had a higher spell resistance, this spell has no effect. So again, for me, that would be 21 spell resistance, which is very, very nice. I think I'll bring that along. That could be very good to have. For a 4th level, Hammer of the Gods could be very nice. An instant cast large area of effect spell. The caster smites a group of enemies with Divine Light for 1d8 points of damage for every 2 caster levels, to a maximum of 5d8. Although I am not quite there yet, so for me it's only 4d8. Enemies that make a will save still take half damage, but if they don't, they take full damage and are dazed for 1 to 6 rounds. Not too shabby. So anywhere from 4 damage up to roughly 40, and the potential to daze. I am very fond of that idea. Now we have several 3rd slots here. Searing Light, perhaps? It's very particular. Its damage is dependent on what you're firing at. What of something like Magic Vestment? No, not quite. What of these things here? Remove Curse and Remove Disease. They're not exactly offensive magics, but they could be nice in the right situation. Sure, why not? All diseases and disease effects are removed from the target creature. And remove Curse. All curses and curse effects are removed from the target creature. And... why not bring a remove blindness and deafness? Go for various curative magics. And for another 2nd level spell, what shall I go for? You know, Web and Hammer of the Gods could be a fascinating combination. It'll last for 1 round for every 2 levels. So for me, that'd be 4 rounds. Not a very long time. Yeah, it's only 28 seconds, roughly. But is it worth having enemies immobilized for half a minute? If they're melee, yes. If they're ranged, not so much. Maybe we'll bring a charge of Find Traps, lest my lens of detection run short for the day. Alright, I'm very happy with that. And now rest. So I have magical defenses and physical defenses. I've got a Hammer of the Gods for an area of effect blast, various removing and curative magics, and another Find Traps. I didn't exactly add more offensive magic during that little moment, but I still feel fairly confident. So, onwards. The library is to the east, and again, no idea what to expect there. I hate this city. I hate being underground. I have determined that I hate being underground. Very well. Spells ready. Protection from evil. +2 armor class versus evil critters, as well as immune to their mind-affecting magics. Protection from elements, to absorb some elemental damage. Bull's Strength, to grant between 2 and 5 bonus strength. We got 2. That's fine. Dark Fire for some extra fire damage. And now my halberd burns. Save Divine Power for later. And Stone Skin for some damage-absorbing magic. And we'll save Spell Resistance and Divine Power for a rainy or dusty day in this case. Oh, what have we here? Ancient dust methods. Chaotic and destructive, methods come in many shapes and have a wide range of abilities. Most are drawn from the various elemental and quasi-elemental planes.
Time to die!
Let's get it, shall we? Whoa! Blinded. What did you do? Ah, where is it? There it is. I can hear it. I just can't hit it very well. Gotcha. Makes sense. A dust method can very easily blind. Well, I'm very glad I brought that spell now, aren't I? Some +2 bullets. So it wielded a sling, Now, of course, 56 gold and some cow trips. Now, of course, my primary objective is to find the Wise Wind. That being said, though, I would love to find information on how to get rid of this damnable slaver's collar. I am not fond of having to answer Ashtar's beck and call. Not if I can help it. Various books we've read and useless ancient tomes that do not hold up to any sort of use. No. I may be getting my hopes up, mind you. What I'm looking for is something rather specific, but you never know. The Netherese seem rather fond of their art of lichdom, so why not slavery as well?
No quarter!
I couldn't quite sneak up on you. However, still a solid few hits. Moldy tone. Alright, if all of these methods drop these bullets, I will likely not take any more, lest I waste my precious inventory space. What have we here? Hello. Dust Elemental. Born of the quasi-elemental plane of dust, these creatures are denizens of hidden or forgotten places. There are no known limits to their size, and have been known to grow to considerable proportions. Very well. Death to the Dust Bunny, then. Oh. You've actually got some melee combat to your name. Haha, parried. Ooh. One of the reasons why I love the halberd. When it critically hits, it critically hits. You have nothing to remain. What have we here? Could really use a blessing from the Traveler right about now. Blessing received. A rusted spear. And what have we here? This pure gold chalice is finely worked and bears the symbol of a rising sun upon a blooming rose, weighing ½ pound. Fascinating. I'll have to have that identified. Very fascinating. Once again, hoping for a prayer here to find information. Just more things we've already read. A long and empty corridor, you say? I may be bullheaded, but I'm not stupid. Opens up into a very large room. Can I hear anything? No. Can I see anything if I could just peek around the door here? There's no way it's completely empty. This must be a trap. Aha. Dust methods, they don't see me yet. Thankfully. So I spy a dust elemental in the corner. Looks to be 3 methods. Very well. Let's take him out. There's a fourth method, huh? Not quite a one-hit kill. Aha! They're using their slings in melee range of me. Man, I can't see, but I can still hear you. Target immune to spell. Curious. Not sure what that was all about. Very well. What did you just cast? What did you just cast? Times like this, I wish I'd brought Xanos along. I have no idea what's being cast. I don't know what this blue fog is, but we're getting out of it right now. Ooh, close dodge. Again, close dodge. Ow. Starting to chip away at my stone skin, unfortunately. What is that? Made my head ring, that's for sure. Gotcha. Very well. Barely injured. We'll use a cure minor. Very nice. And one more. Very nice. Now let's have you. More of these bullets from the methods. No messages, no books, no perhaps keys for future endeavors, no nothing. A potion of Eagle's Splendor and 23 gold. Well, sorry, my dead friend. You are dead, and do not need gold. I am living, and wish to remain as such. Very well, let's backtrack through this door, see what we can find. Aha.
Time to die!
Gotcha. You should not use a ranged weapon in melee combat, friends. That will not work out for you most of the time, I can guarantee it. Now, unfortunately, my stone skin only has 25 points of durability left, so it can't take too much more abuse. Ah, over here is the first main chamber we came into. I see. I see. What about this door? A small room dedicated to a single bookcase. Now that's just suspicious. Dust lines these crumbling shelves, and you can smell the rotten sweetness of mold-claimed pages. Ambush? Trap? Neither. Another copy of the Temple of the Winds Rite and Rituals book, which we've already read extensively. Very well. Never hurts to be paranoid. Never hurts. Better safe than slaughtered. What of this chamber? Whoa. Very well, right away I can hear a couple dust elementals and some methods. This one saw the door open. Uh-oh.
To the fight!
Can I kill it quickly? No, I cannot. Fall back. Okay, let me get my bearings. If they follow me, I can funnel them in the doorway. If they do not, I can strategize. So, I can hear 2 dust elementals. No, 3. I can hear a single mephit flapping its wings. Those elementals, though, are very scary. They hit quite hard and are more durable than I would have expected. And I'm not sure what kind of magics they're casting, but I feel that spell resistance is likely a good call. As is my extended divine power, which will grant me more accuracy. Yes, let's do that, shall we? Very well. Spell resistance. Very nice. 21 as I calculated earlier. And divine power. Oh yes, let's go.
Time to die!
In fact, how about we go for a divine favor after this kill? Or now. Why not now? Yeah. You would of course hit me, wouldn't you? Unfortunately. Come on. Uh-oh. Stone skin's worn off, unfortunately, so... Yikes. Gotcha. If I can get away for a moment, I can... Very good. Cast it. Alright, fine, we'll do it the hard way. Alright. Thankfully I've got Tumble fall back for a moment. Juke around the corner, and... Healer's Kit. Now go for a divine favor. And you know what? Let's just go all in divine strength as well. This should be good. Oh, it is good. Come forth, elementals. Do not flee from me. Fasting they return to this chamber. What are they guarding, I wonder?
Time to die!
Well, you dropped.
Ugh!
I missed. Rather unfortunate.
To the fight!
Wait, where have the elementals fled? Curious and nervous-inducing. First, kill the Mephits. I can scour the grounds for the elementals afterwards. Blinded again. I can't hear it either. There it is, now I can hear it.
Fight!
I hear you now, Mephit. Your loud casting. Die. Final one, huh? Come on. Gotcha. Very good. Now, where do those elementals go? Where have they gone? They didn't just vanish, obviously. Well, now I am quite curious. Aha! Over here.
No quarter! Ugh!
Nice block. That was not as nice of a block. Falling back. Thankfully, I have no problem with fleeing, as I am a rather fast cleric.
To the fight!
That was a good hit. Good healer's kick as well. Very well, potion it up. And why not go for some cow trips? I have them. I'm not sure how well they'll work on a dust elemental, though, but we'll find out momentarily, won't we? And check 'em. It ran? Well, I'm not going to step in those myself. I'll go around. Fascinating. It ran. I would not have ever expected that. Come here, creature. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ah, here you are.
To the fight!
Are you afraid of pointy objects?
Gah!
If so, then you'll hate me.
Gah!
Ow. I feel that in future combats I may wish to parry more often. And maybe after 40 episodes I'll finally use my parry skill. That would make a few people happy, I suspect. Ow. Nice dodge.
Gah!
Very good. Okay, a bit more harrowing than I would have liked. Still, though, manageable. Let's go for some cure. Yeah, let's go for some cure moderates. And we'll use my aid charges. However, I have no qualms with that, truthfully. 20. Substantial roll. Let's quickly jaunt through. Ow. 2 points of damage. Alright. That's very fixable. Fixed, and then some. Now, what were they all guarding? That was an awfully large conflict. What were you guarding? Do the Mephits have clues on their remains? I doubt it. Whoa. A rod of resurrection. With the power to restore life itself, these rods are prized indeed. It is not known if this particular example was created to aid in the good works of a saint or prolong the ills of an overlord, for such rods serve indiscriminately. It has 5 uses of resurrection. Definitely something to hang on to. And it does give me hope that there is indeed merit to searching these crumbling bookcases. However, that is literally the first useful thing I have found in one. But hey, good things come to those who are meticulous. Sometimes. Hello, a rusted rapier. Fair enough. More useless books we've already read, unfortunately. Nothing of value there that I wish to take. Very well. What of this central area here, Let's see about this pillar. The door to a small safe hangs open on one side of this stone pillar. It appears to have once held something important. Is this where the wise wind was kept? Inside this pillar? Maybe. Seems empty at the moment. Speaking of, an empty tome. The ink that once covered these pages has all but faded away, leaving a pale, blank surface. Fascinating. The Beggar's Love, a novel. Dust covers the pages of this unassuming romance novel. It is lovingly illustrated, though the inks have dulled with age. But still legible after all this time. Maybe there's a clue in the pages of the Wise Wind? Perhaps the Netheries have set up more riddles and traps. Let's read the novel.